This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley, coming at you from the Division II State Championships. This year's Meet Hub brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital and Hoka. In this race, our girls race for D2, we're looking at a few ranked teams. We've got Hanover coming in ranked 6th, Oyster River ranked 9th. However, we know they've got some low sticks up front. Bow ranked 10th. Other teams that could be in the mix, Souhegan, Co-Brown, and Kennett. On the individual side, I've got Nate LeVay and Jim McKenzie telling me what's going on.
Yeah, so hey, it's kind of a wide open race, but I'd have to say the favorite is Susanna Zahn of Bow, and then perhaps Sheldon Fisher. But let's not talk about, let's not forget about number 2 and 3 last year coming back from Oyster River. What do you know about them, Nate?
Yeah, Kavanaugh and Cook of Oyster River, they led their team to the title just as freshmen last year. You got to figure this year, Oyster River had big goals to repeat. Hanover certainly has looked really good this season and will maybe challenge them, not up front, but as a pack. I'm with you on Zahn. Zahn was 24th here last year. She's looked pretty unstoppable this year. I think what were we talking before the race? We think she's only lost one race maybe this whole season. Yeah, just to Brianna Malone. And I look at her as the favorite. Sheldon Fisher's on a roll right now, so we'll see what happens. Leah Perriard from Hanover is leading a really tough team. But it's a tough obstacle to beat the defending champions. It is. Oyster River, so we'll see what happens. Some of the other girls in contention, Emma Jarnigan, Stephanie Swenson of Souhegan, Addie and Ellie England of Plymouth. You don't really hear too much about Plymouth, but I know they're a good program, they're an up-and-coming program. You got Kaylee McClellan, Piper Lopashansky from Kennett. Kennett's been growing. They've had some good teams, so I think it's going to be a great race. I think so too. What I like about the smaller schools is, these schools don't see each other all the time. So when we come together for divisionals, there's always that surprise team or surprise individual that comes out of nowhere. Let's not forget Maya Brosho either. She's been good for all 4 years, and I think she'll be right up there in the top 10. Yeah, they need their 1-2 to be up there if they want to potentially take home a champion plaque or a runner-up plaque.
And it's not all about finishing first either. Some of these teams are here to continue their season, and we're looking at a D2 meet, and we know top 6 teams today will move on to meet a champs next weekend, as well as the first 25 finishers. Even if all 25 of those are on qualifying teams, that's it. It's 26. The only way you're making it is on a team that's making it. So top 6 teams, top 25 individuals move on to next week. Real nice day. Yeah, we've had some bad ones in the past. We've been here with rain and snow, but no, today, cross country, I don't think they get more ideal than this. No wind. And we talked about the individuals that we think are going to be up front, but, what's going to determine this team title is that 4 or 5 on those teams. Oh, absolutely. And, we've seen, I know last weekend for middle school states and JV states, we've seen some really close battles, and those tiebreakers, that 6th spot, it could come down to it very easily, and even displacing. Or displacing, yeah. So it really is up to those 7 athletes to put in a good performance. You want everyone performing at their best. We are just moments away from starting this off, it's looking like. Again, the division record for D2 girls is Julia Robitaille of Manchester West. She set that back in 2017 at 17:52. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. That's going to be a hard one to get today. Be interesting to see if Zahn challenges this course like she did at the Manchester Invite. She kind of went right out to the front and took it to the group. She really ripped it, won by quite a bit. Yeah, I wonder, I wouldn't change the strategy. It worked really well at the Manchester Invite, right? But today's championship day, I think it's the most important day of the whole season. Sure is. To win your division championships. That's my favorite day of the season, too. And it's one of those things, there's always someone who has a huge PR and does a huge boost for the team. Someone, maybe they're that 5th, 6th person, and all of a sudden they come in 3rd or 4th for their team. And so there's those X factors that you can never count out. But looks like we do have our starter walking back to the cone, which means we are probably 30 seconds or so away from getting going with this. And so we can follow this all on Lancer timing, right? As soon as they cross it, they're going to hold the results. Do you know? It should be live. Should be live. Should be live.
hold the team results, because they always have that thing. But nowadays, everything is at your fingertips.
So it doesn't necessarily benefit anyone watching this now, but Blanchard Timing is doing live results. We'll be doing the same next week at Meet of Champions. So if you are unable to make it to Meet of Champions, you're curious, we'll be recording, uploading later. But as the athletes cross the line, you'll be able to see that. But here we go. We got flag in hand.
Nice. Here we go.
Gun is up.
Let it go.
And they're off. Your 2022 Girls Division II State Championship race, starting with this uphill. All these teams kind of slowly funnel, and we'll see them with a pretty decent pace coming up this uphill, looking for that positioning. Some will kind of slowly work into it. Others know they want to be up at the front from the beginning, and here they come.
I already see Zahn going right to the front here, so it looks like it's going to be the same strategy.
Yeah.
Zahn, Fisher.
I'm calling it 100 meters in. No, I'm not calling it.
She's taking it hard.
But she's gonna take it out.
What does she want at match? 18, 12 or something?
Yeah, 18 and change there.
That's not that far off the record.
No, not at all. We get the two Plymouth girls sitting in 2-3 right now.
All right, gotta go ahead, see where they're at 600.
All right, so here they come. We got Susanna Zahn to the front. Looks like the chase pack has Sheldon Fisher in it. I'm guessing Leah Perard. We've got Haley Kavanaugh and company from Oyster River in there. The Erglins from Plymouth, sisters. And we got Maya Brochu. Two from Salhegan. Right now, Hanover now has 5 through. 5 through by Hanover. 6 through, actually. Second from Cole Brown. From Salhegan, there's Stephanie Svensson. From Salhegan just went through. The other Brochu sister. Pack from Plymouth. So at this point, it looks like Hanover, in the early stages, is taking commanding lead.
All right, we can see that early lead continues to grow from Susanna Zahn. We expect that to kind of maintain the whole time. She goes through what is normally that wet patch, mud patch. It's recovered well. She's recovered well, 20 meters on Fisher of Cole Brown. And then we've got our pair from Oyster River, Plymouth, Hanover, pair of Plymouth as well. So all to be expected up front. And now we got Bo's number 2, should be Brochu, followed by Lebanon, pair of Hanover, Salhegan. We start to look at team battles, and I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hanover right here. So Hanover is looking real strong with that 5 there. They're gonna see if they can maintain those positions. If they can, they're gonna be in real good shape to take this Division II championship. Coming at us now, we've got a couple of Salhegan, Kennett, Merrimack Valley, John Stark, Oyster River with a pair, Cole Brown with 4 right there. So they're sitting back but running as a team. Pelham, Hollis Brookline, Lebanon, Merrimack Valley, Sanborn, Salhegan, Bow. Again, they could be a team to watch. Merrimack Valley, a couple from John Stark, Kennett in the mix as well. Plenty of racing. Again, it's those top 6 teams that really are looking to move on. So even if you're not in that number 1 spot, there is still a battle going on. Same thing with those top 25 individuals. And at this point, we're going to go ahead, have to check out the progress that we have at the 1 mile.
So we got Susanna Zahn of Bow. Huge lead, probably 30 yards, 40 yards?
Yeah, I would say so. Is that Fisher in second?
Looks like Sheldon Fisher in second, yes.
And then I think I see Kavanaugh and Cook sitting 3-4.
And then Beard of Hanover.
Yep. Who's that with her? When they get a little closer, we'll be able to tell you. So Susanna Zahn is ripping this first mile.
Nice job. Eye on the prize, Susanna. You look good. 5:53.
5:53 is a fast first mile.
All right, Haley. Come on, girls.
So we got Fisher of Co-Brown, Captain Kavanaugh.
Addison England right there from Plymouth.
England of Plymouth, and then her teammate coming right up behind her.
Not only teammate, but sister. Ellie England. Plymouth's looking good today. Maya Brochu.
All right, from a team perspective, now we got 3 Hanovers through. That's big. That's real big.
And you got 4 and 5.
Because you got 4 and 5 right here, so and 6. So now we're displacing. So Hanover with a commanding lead at the mile mark.
Yeah, Megan.
But as you know, you can't win it in the first mile.
Bo's looking pretty tough today.
3-4 from Bo.
Saw Egan's got 5 right there.
Great job, Eliza. Come on, girls. Work together. Great job, Eliza. Keep those arms. Work.
So good little battle.
Good job,
For right now, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Hanover looks really, really strong.
Hanover looks tough. They got 7 through already.
Days of old.
Good job. Keep it going.
Again, top 6 teams make it on the next week.
Good job, Lana.
Pretty spread out race here we got, Jimmy.
Use those arms in the hill,
I think that's a product of Susanna taking it out so hard.
Oh, yeah. Definitely keeping it honest. Keeping the pressure on. But as you know, this race, a lot can change at the 2 mile mark.
Sure can.
Aaron, look up. Use those arms. Pull up the hill, not across your center line.
I wasn't expecting Hanover to dominate that much already in the first mile.
No,
like that.
Yeah, they're doing what they have to do. They know that Oyster River has those 2 low sticks, so they got to get their whole pack in there before Oyster River's 3, 4, 5. And that's what they're doing right now. And like you said, Bo's right there.
Oh yeah, they had a good one. South Egan had a pretty decent day. We'll see what happens. But again, it's not how fast you go out, it's where you finish.
No,
it's
you
where you finish.
Like you said, you cannot win it in the first mile. But you can certainly get yourself in really good shape, and that seems to be what a couple teams have done.
Yeah, definitely take control of the race. It looks just like that's what was happening. I was definitely impressed with the 2 Plymouth girls.
Yeah, right up there. Like you said, we don't see them very often, but they're running tough up top.
Yeah, they've got a good future ahead of them.
Anybody that's been to Plymouth knows there's a few hills up there.
Still battling on.
Good job. Great job. Good job. Keep going. Good job.
So we'll see what happens with the other cameras.
Yeah, top of the hill. We'll see what happens.
Here comes Zahn, making her way up the infamous hill after the mile. All alone at this point, nobody behind. See who emerges from behind her. Here we go. Looking into the sun, we got the duo from Oyster River in second. About 45 meters back maybe. Sheldon Fisher as well. Again, Leah Perard. Ellie England.
Come on, you got this.
Or her sister, I'm not sure which. There's Maya Brochu, teammate of front runner Suzanne Zahn. The other England. Lebanon's first. We got Hanover's second. Hanover's third behind her. Salhegan's first. We got a group from Kennett looking at Hanover's fourth, fifth, and sixth. So much like we said at the beginning, they were out ahead of everybody else, and that still remains true. We've got 2 from Bo, 3 from Bowen now. Stephanie Svensson of Salhegan. There's 3 Salhegans right in that pack. Oyster River is 3 and 4. Cole Brown second. And we've got 2 more from Plymouth. And there's Oyster River's 5th. All right, here we are. We're right at the 2 mile. I'm sitting right on top of the 2 mile mark. We got Susanna's on again with the commanding lead as she heads into the downhill section.
You're running on your hand? Yeah. I love that. I love that.
Second, we have Mackenzie Cook and Haley Kavanaugh, followed by Leah Perrard, Sheldon Fisher, going down the hill as a group. This is Addie England, I believe.
You've got 13 minutes, right? You've got 13 minutes, right? Yeah. I thought you guys were asking for Susanna.
They've got a pretty good lead at this point over the next group.
I was just making sure that my thing didn't hit myself because my dad just called
Looking at it, we're over 100 meters now, I would believe, between that chase pack and this next group. This is Ellie England's, I believe, of Plymouth, and Lebanon's first. Maya Brochu coming through.
Yes, Maya!
And then those two Hanover girls. So Hanover's got 3 through. Everybody else has 2, 1 with the exception of Bo and Brochu's on through. There's Kennett's first. That's either Kaylee McClellan or Piper Lipchansky most likely. And there's 4 and 5 from Hanover. So Hanover has 5 through, and at 2 miles is well, has this race well in hand. You see Stephanie Svensson just go through. Hanover 6 for good measure.
She's trying to say something.
Kennett's second. There we go. Sauhegan's 3 and 4. Oyster River's 3 and 4. So we got a tight one going there. Probably a tip of the hat to Oyster River as far as placement goes. Sanborn. Merrimack Valley's first. Co-Brown's second. So we're really looking for Oyster River. Hanover's 7th for good measure. There's Oyster River's 5th. Co-Brown's 3rd. Now we're looking for Sauhegan's 5th. And Plymouth's running well here today as well. There's Oyster River's 6th. So I'd have to say that we're probably looking at Hanover, Oyster River. I think this might be Co-Brown's 5th. So we probably are looking at a battle between Co-Brown and Sauhegan at this point. There's Sauhegan's 5th. So it's probably that's gonna be a close battle right there for sure for 3rd.
Yes, Celia! Yes, Lena! You got this, girl!
We got 2 more bows, 3 more bows coming through. So that's tight. Plymouth, that must be at least their 5th. I see another one, so that's probably their 6th.
You got 1550. Yes, Rachel.
48 for Lena and Delia.
Oyster River 7th. And a couple from John Stark coming through. Conval. Pelham. Another one for Sauhegan. 2 more Kennetts. Got a bunch of Hollis Brookline working their way through this mid-pack. Another Co-Brown. John Stark. We're up at the top here by the reservoir, which has been part of the course forever. When I ran here way back in mid-80s, there's a smaller loop up here, and you actually went back down the road. This course much improved. Still hard though. Used to do a big lap around the field before finishing. But yeah, I mean, excellent conditions out here today. Temperature's perfect. Not much in the way of wind. Sun's not feeling too hot yet. See what happens in the later races at the end of the day. For now, it's great racing conditions. Course looks great.
We're anticipating Susanna Zahn to emerge as our leader. And it is her. Here she comes. She had a huge lead at the mile. She's crushing it. Number 2 not in sight yet. We had a pack after her at the mile. Oh, Oyster River moved way up. We're sitting 2-3 just like last year with Cook and Kavanaugh.
10-second gap between the...
10-second gap there. And then Fisher about 10 meters back. Hanover won. Hanover was really strong as a team at the mile.
Like how those Oyster River girls were working together.
Plymouth hanging tough up top. One of the England sisters.
Yeah, you really got to use this downhill to your advantage.
Yeah, a big mistake made on this course is when you rest on the downhill. You don't have that much longer to go, so you push that downhill, you pick up a lot of spots. Second Plymouth, first Lebanon. Really spread out race. Some of that has to do with how hard Zahn took it out, really making people work. From a team perspective here, we have the Hanover 2 and the Hanover 3 coming through. Comes Braku of Bo. Hanover 4 and 5. So that's going to be a wrap on the team title. Wow, just dominating D2 as a team. I can't imagine their spread's much more than 45 seconds. Very impressive run by them. Bow number 3.
We got our runner coming around the back corner right
now. We're gonna spin it around here. Susanna Zahn is coming into picture. I would say second place is closing a little bit.
Yeah, closing in.
Looks like that might be Kavanaugh. I can't see from here. She might run out of real estate, but she's making a big move.
Yep. Yeah, she seemed to really close that large gap we saw a few minutes ago.
They are coming.
Round the corner at around 18 minutes. Oyster River. Both Oyster Rivers staying together. 2 and 3. Coming into view on the finishing stretch, Susanna Zahn of Bo. She is all alone, about 15-20 second lead last we saw. We can see second place though. I think that leads, yeah, that leads trimmed some, but I think it's too little too late. Susanna Zahn coming into the sun, making her way up.
She looks outstanding. She's going to be well under 19. Susanna Zahn, Division II state champion. Outstanding job.
Well done. And you know, she took the lead right from the beginning.
Haley Kavanaugh from Oyster River taking second place.
Cook, her teammate, right behind in third, so they went 2-3 again this year.
Kenzie Cook finishing third. Sheldon Fisher coming into fourth.
Great job, Sheldon.
Here we go. Here's where the waterfall is going to start with Hanover. Perard taking it. I think she's going to lead her team to a championship.
Yeah, Hanover looked real strong.
Yeah, Addison, England at Plymouth.
Hanover had a commanding lead at the tree.
So it never fell apart. Just got better.
No, they had 6 in front of most other teams' thirds. The race is really for second, I think, between Oyster River and Bo.
Well, that could be a good one with Oyster River already having 2 across.
Ellie England of Plymouth. Nice day, nice run.
Yeah, she was followed by Hastings of Lebanon.
So that's our sub 20 club right there.
Nice, just made it to 1959.9.
Again,
Hastings.
top 25 individuals do qualify for Meet of Champs. Other than that, only way to go is with your team. Top 6 teams make it.
So here comes the barrage of Hanover athletes to wrap up their team title here.
Oh yeah! Let's go Hanover!
What a performance.
Let's go Maria! Let's go Maria! Let's go Maria!
Kaylee crossing for Kennett. Sauhegan, 2 from Hanover, another from Bow. And you mentioned Hanover, yeah. They've got Hanover now with 3 and 4 and 5 right there, so they have this easy.
Wrapped up, we can go. Hanover.
And they had it early too. Even before the first mile, they were in a commanding position. They've got all 5 of their scores across now.
I tell you what, when you put your top 5 under 21 minutes on this course, you're as good as anybody.
That's right.
Bow with another.
So here's a Bow 3, and then there's another Bow coming. So this is what I was talking about, the battle between Bow and Oyster River.
Let's go
Hanover 6. She's plugging away. When you have a good solid 6, that makes a big difference too.
Now you're displacing teams.
I mean, they absolutely shut the door down.
So we got about, what, 3 more automatic qualifiers for next week's Meet of Champs?
Yep, we're at 22 now. We just saw Hall from Oyster River cross.
So Valley athlete getting in here. And a Sanborn athlete.
And so Oyster River's going to shut the door.
But those last 2 athletes, if their teams don't advance, they're now in as individuals, which is great.
This Oyster River's 5th?
I don't believe so.
4th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 for Oyster River.
And here comes their 5th, so it's going to be very tight with them involved. I think with the 2 low sticks, they might end up getting the runner-up spot.
Bow has 4 across as well.
2 more from Plymouth.
Plymouth's not out of it either, you're right.
They've got a good one. Let's see where their 5th lands.
So Hanover has 5 across. We know that. Oyster River with 5 across.
So they're going to be our top 2 teams.
You know, things could still shake up with scoring, but
looks like it could be an exciting battle for the last couple teams to get to Meet of Champs as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Watch this move right here. Good sneak attack. Oh. I guess that paid off from looking over her shoulder.
Cole Brown has 5 across.
Merrimack Valley's got to be close to having 5 in the next few seconds here.
Sauhegan has 5. There you go. Merrimack Valley now has their 5th across. Same with Bow. And Bow has low scores with it, so they're going to jump up.
This one right here could be. This is Plymouth's 5th.
Yeah,
this is a big one right here.
Because they got a couple.
Every point counts.
They're going to shoot right up, and they did.
Yeah.
So Plymouth had a good day today.
Well, how about Hanover? Hanover came in as the number 6 ranked team in the state. They didn't just run like the number 6 ranked team in the state.
No, look at Plymouth's got a 6. So that's a decent team.
That's a 7. Yeah, no, that's Plymouth 6. You're right.
So scores will still adjust as more individuals come across and everyone gets their 5th person in. But, you know, right now, your top teams, it's looking like Hanover, obviously. Oyster River, Bow, Sauhegan, Plymouth. You know, Kennett's right up there, too.
Yeah, Kennett's got a good program going.
We were talking about how spread out this race was, from Zahn taking it out and really just opening things up early. Perfect conditions. I'm hoping a lot of these athletes got their personal best today.
Well, I think Zahn went out really hard, forced the pace on a lot of them, and then she kind of just cruised it in.
Eased off a little bit, yeah.
She kind of took the excitement right out of the individual time.
Not much drama there.
But the Oyster River girls ran ran tough up front.
They did what they needed
what they
to
did
do,
last year. They were second, third last year, so second, third this year.
Well, they ran an incredible second half of that course today because, you know, at the mile we were thinking they needed to be up a little bit more, but they really ran a great second half and answered that.
Well, look how good the course is. Look how this finish sometimes is real sloppy.
Not anymore.
This is as good as it gets now.
You don't have to avoid the swamp anymore, Jimmy.
No.
Yeah, the toughest area of this course, I think, is always kind of down a little bit. It's one of our third camera spot. It's you know, can be a little bit muddy. It looked pretty clean today, obviously, as the day goes on. I'm thinking that grass is still a little bit soft, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I see many kids take the fall down there.
Yeah, as more athletes are coming across, Hanover definitely number 1. There's no question on that. Oyster River, I'm thinking, is going to finish at number 2. Bow looks to be finishing number 3. Sauhegan currently at 4. They'll probably stay there. There might still be some points scattered about that shift some things around. And then, you know, your 5, 6, 7 at current is Plymouth, Kennett, Co-Brown.
So right now, Kennett would be our last team to qualify for MOCs, correct?
Yep, there's still, you know,
some athletes out there. Yep.
Like when Lebanon gets 5 across, they've got a low number at 8, so that's going to displace some points.
Yep.
You know, that will shift things around. So.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Excellent run.
So 1959? Was she the last one?
I believe so.
Yeah, she was 1959-9. She
with the lean.
Yeah.
She made sure she got under.
It's a good feeling, though.
And here we go, a couple more Lebanon right now, so we'll get their scoring in.
It's amazing how much better 1959 feels than 20 flat.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd like to be able to run 1959 at this point.
Me too, for the first 2 miles.
Yeah.
Well, I would say at this point, we're looking pretty good. It looks like we've got most of our questions answered. The top 60 or so athletes all on teams that have scored. So it looks like our top 6 most likely, and again, this could change, and by the time you're watching this, it could have, but Hanover, Oyster River, Bow, Sauhegan, Plymouth, and Kennett. Co-Brown sitting at 7th, 5 points off, so there could be some math that ends up working there, but
yep,
never know. Once again, this has been your 2022 Division II Girls State Championship. We're going to go ahead and get ready for our boys race coming up next.